Hello guys and welcome to another video. Today we're going over the general mission characteristics and the campaign mechanics. Let's hop right in. First up we have zones. Zones define points of interest that can be controlled by one of the coalitions. In some cases they generate resources to be used by the coalition. They can build structures, deploy defenses and launch AI missions against the opposing side. A coalition loses control of a zone once all its structures are destroyed and can be captured by an AI supply mission or by players deploying a capture squad at them. Zones function in a variety of modes which are set automatically by the game based on the distance from the front line and in some cases the purpose of the zone. This is a normal zone. This zone functions at its full capacity using its resources to build structures, deploy or repair air defenses and launch AI missions. This is reserved for zones directly on the front line where the action is happening. This is a supply zone. This zone functions like normal except it no longer launches AI missions except those that transfers resources to other zones. This is reserved for zones close to the front line but not directly neighboring enemy zones. These zones focus on supplying the front but are still somewhat defensive. This is an export zone. This zone will sell all defenses and focus on pushing resources towards the front. This is reserved for zones far from the front line where not much action happens. These zones will still attempt to build structures. This is an override zone. These zones always function as if they were in normal mode regardless of where they are located. These are reserved for zones that hold SAM sites and airfields. Next up, we've got supplies. Zones use a resource called supply to build structures, deploy defenses, and launch missions against the enemy. The maximum amount of supplies is based on the zone type. Everything a zone builds consumes supply, but each structure, defensive group, or AI mission have different costs. Build time depends on the cost of whatever the zone is currently building, but is also occasionally influenced by the game providing a limited pushback opportunity by either of the coalitions. Zones that are below a threshold of resources will gain a low supply rate, which restricts what they can build, but also makes them more likely to get resupplied by other friendly zones. This is marked by the exclamation mark in the zone label. Next up, we've got production. Production is handled automatically by the mission and not under the control of players. What a zone can build depends on a so-called tech tree. The root of this tree is a list of structures. Each one, when built, will unlock new build options for the zone. There are no hard rules on what each building can do, but there are some general ones. This is a tent or barrack. This is usually the first structure built, for free once a zone is captured. Allows a zone to deploy infantry and armor to defend itself. This is a fuel storage building. It allows the zone to transfer resources to other zones in need. This is an ammo depot. It allows the zone to launch ground-based assault missions against the enemy zones. This is a command center. It allows the zone to deploy air defenses and launch an aircraft mission against enemy zones. Coming up, we have tanker sectors. Tanker sectors are predefined areas where the activated tanker mission will be assigned to. Each sector has a few required zones that need to be captured before the sector becomes alive. Only 2 sectors can be active at a time. There will always be 2 tankers assigned to a sector at a time, with each one drogue and 1 boom type. The sector label will show useful information such as active types, frequency, and TACAN channel. Next up, we've got carriers. Carriers look like different zones but behave differently in several ways. The zone follows the carrier as it moves. Carriers do not build and deploy AI missions autonomously. 100 carrier resources are deducted each time a player takes off from the carrier and refunded when a player lands at the carrier. Carriers don't get resupplied automatically by the AI but can be resupplied by players by bringing in supplies from a regular zone or simply landing any aircraft on the carrier, which will award 1 aircraft's worth of resources. Players can call in various AI support missions from a carrier after they reach the rank of E6 Technical Sergeant. Calling in support uses the resources of the carrier. If there are insufficient resources available, the support cannot be called in. The following AI support types can be called in from the carrier. Players who reach the rank 01 Second Lieutenant can move the carrier using the navigation radio menu of the carrier. The carrier can be commanded to either move to one of the waypoints displayed on the map and wait there, or patrol around one of the displayed zones on the map. Here is an example of the Naval Zones map. You can open the information menu to access information of the carrier like radio frequencies and channels. Following up, we have zone labels. Zone labels contain the zone's name and how many resources they have. In case the zone is building something, it will display the name of what is being built and its progress towards completing it. In the case of enemy zones, only the name of the zone will be displayed unless revealed by recon or spies. If there are enemy units remaining in a blue or neutral zone, a source label will appear with the number of units present within this zone. On the last line, the AI missions inventory will be shown. These missions have been built and are ready to deploy if the zone has enough supplies. The letter for each mission is described here.